Hi, I'm Joe Sullivan, sports editor of the Boston Globe, sitting in for Kevin Paul DuPont, and this is Globe 10.0. With me is Steve Silva at Boston.com. Steve, you talk about rough nights. The Bruins had a really rough night. First they lose to the Canadiens in the shootout, and we think we're going to get this tough power forward, Jarome Iginla from Calgary. We go to bed. You think he's going to be wearing black and gold, and we wake up and he's wearing black and gold, but it's for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, you know, we were looking for some offense from this guy, and so where does this bring us now with the Bruins? What's left for the Bruins now after this?
Well, we've still got some time to make a deal, Joe. So
yeah.
You know, it's not over yet. Again, I just learned how to pronounce his name, and now the guy's not coming to town.
It's difficult.
So what's the point?
It's difficult.
It's tricky. And you know, that was a tough night for another 2-goal lead going into the third period.
Yes.
But it makes me question, Joe. You know, I was on board with they need more scoring punch, the way Lucic and the way Horton have not been producing this year. But
right.
Krejci maybe coming around a little bit. He looked good last night, but again, Bruins just terrible. Started with dead legs, ended the game with dead legs, and Montreal had played back-to-back games. So I'm worried about the defense that gave up the lead again with a 2-goal lead in the last inning. I thought Chara looked terrible last night. I just didn't like the cheap penalty he got there toward the end. They got lucky, and Montreal didn't score. But and on the power play, he's just too slow to set up. I feel like they need a defenseman who can skate and charge the net and also be a good.
As opposed to some more offensive help here.
Well, but maybe more offensive help getting the puck upstream. That's going to help people like Bergeron and Marchand and the guys that are doing all the scoring right now. I just think maybe the blue line guy, a guy that was mentioned this morning by John Butcher, Jay Boomeister, also with the Calgary Flames. He's a 6'4" defenseman who might be available, and he thought that might be a good fit for the Bruins right now, especially with the McQuaid injury. You don't quite know.
Yeah, they could use someone like that, and he would be good. But, you know, even with all your points well taken about last night's game, but I still think this team lacks offense. This team needs offense. And I think a trade for a scorer is really going to lift them up higher. I think I trust them defensively for the most part. Given the points that, you know, you're right what happened last night. I say let's try to look for a deal for an offensive player. Martin St. Louis is the one we're talking about from Tampa Bay. If that could happen, that would really help this team get back on track.